All right. So today, we just got some feedback there. So today is December 19th, but this is actually a recap for December 17th. It's actually late, but I don't want to not do this recap and regret not doing it. Um, and I don't know, I don't like talking about profits every time because it's not about that. But I'm finding that because sometimes when I go back, um, I like to look back and see how I did. Um, all right, so what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to talk in terms of goals. Um, and the day was a good one in terms of goals. Let's talk in terms of R multiples. Um, so I guess as far as my trading is concerned, I like to make based on a plan that I have. I have a plan that I'm using to grow my account. In fact, maybe I could show and share the plan actually. Let me just see if I can find. It's a spreadsheet because there's no shame in that one. Here we go. So I'm using this spreadsheet and I'm sort of going through the weeks and buying the number of contracts that I need and start growing the account around about here or here. Okay, so I actually got here and then went back one day because I tilted so bad and lost so much money and then just started building it again. So right now I am we're around about here, right? Which is weird, right? We were 21,000 and then we went back to 3,000 because we tilted so bad over a couple of 3 or 4 days. Um, yeah. So, and it's not nothing that I'm embarrassed about. I mean, it's not cool, but it was over a period of time, and then everything just did not work out the way I wanted. And then I just took some really bad trades and got stopped out. And so I think in one day I lost five, another day I lost four, another day I lost five or something over a period of time. And it was just bad trading. And it's really weird because it's affected how I trade or trade even this chart. I see the setups, but the confidence isn't even there to trade them, even with very small risks. So, say for instance, now I have one contract and I am able to say trade 2 or 3 contracts. I am so scared of trading one, even paper trading it. So, and a lot of that has to do with tilting. It's not so much that I'm going to be wrong, but maybe I'm worried that I'm going to make a bad decision on a trade. So I'll give you an example. Say for instance now I took this trade here and I'm here. Then I now take this trade here. I take more here and I'm like, oh, it's going well. Then I buy so much. Then I see this candle prop up and this candle maybe has wiped out most of all the profits here because it's a badly managed trade. And then I say to myself, I'm buying at the top of the range. What a bad idea. Then I exit for a bad loss, and then this happens, then I buy more, and then this wicks down, then I get upset and I exit again and I start messing it up and I'm like, why am I doing this? And essentially what's happening is I'm getting very emotional in the process. And that's essentially what has happened over that period of time. It's like I grew too fast. I started the account from here, and in the space of 2 weeks, I got here, right? So imagine you're already here, week 19, and you started the account, say, yeah, week 6 or week 5. So you have gone, literally gone 14 weeks, right? You've covered 14 weeks in 2 weeks. It's a bit too fast. And not that that's a problem, but it is a problem. Not that that's a bad thing, but the rate at which you've grown from this to this hasn't really got to do with the number of contracts that you're trading, but rather the gambles you're taking. This was during the time of heavy volatility, and I played some really bad plays out of overconfidence and grew the account out of luck. And then it's no surprise you now carry on and it's not sustainable. You come back and then you start making stupid decisions because you're doing what you did to get you from here, but that got you, you were lucky. So what I decided to do is to slow down and start again. I literally go back here and started growing it up. So we're around about a bit over 3,000. Although I must admit, I'm not playing two contracts. I'm playing maybe three or four sometimes, only because I'm a bit more confident about what I'm doing. But the problem is when I now hit, say for instance, now two contracts, it's usually I try and aim for $50 a contract for the day, right? And a contract is $5, so that's 10 points. So I'm trying to do 10 points a day. And so, say for instance, now let's say I'm here now, I should just aim for $100. But in the process, on Friday, I got I think about $600 or so. A bit of volatility, but also because I think things, I don't know, it's really strange. Anyway, we'll talk about it, and it's also because I'm trading the MNQ as well. And when the MNQ moves so much, as you can see, the spaces, they're very, very small. So this candle has already gapped up by the time it got here. So let's say I bought my contract here and it's got over here. We've gapped up 70 points. The MNQ has $2 per point. So maybe I think about, oh yes, I remember what happened here. I had about 8 contracts or so. And I think I got out around here. So you can imagine 8 times, say, 50, that's about $400. That's just too much. And that's how I ended up making 5. So that's too much. And the reason why that's too much is because I got out prematurely, did not wait. I think I waited for the candle to close, and I didn't do this whole move. Ideally, if I had held all the way through following price action, I would have been fine. But I was just so worried, and I think it was here I got out actually. I was so worried with the way I was trading it. I got emotional and did not focus. All right, so let's actually talk through what I did. And I'm actually going to show this data series. Maybe some of the trades that I took, markers only. Oh, it's interesting. I thought I took a trade at the open, and it's not showing. Oh, this is sim, that's why. Okay, there we go. Because here, I remember this. I took this trade here, put my stop here, held up, held on, and then got out over here. No, actually, entered more here, and then got out here. This was, and I will discuss this afterwards. Right, here we go. Okay, so I went in long here, one contract, and stopped myself at the bottom of this contract. Now, I went in long because I believed that price had to come here, and it didn't actually. The idea was, I was listening to Al, I was like, okay, the 60-minute moving average and the 20 ME on the 5 were exactly together here. And his point was, it's such a big magnet that price is going to try to extend to this price because this is a point, an agreement price, that there's a point that where price is agreed. So I thought, okay, let me jump the gun. And then we went up and then we pulled back and I lost a bit of money on here. And I thought, oh gosh. Then I went short here. And then it looks like I exited some. I went short again, exited some. Then I went long, exited some here. So what was happening here? I think I was hesitating. You can imagine this first trade didn't work out well. I went short here, went down, and then went back up, and I thought, you know what? I put my stop back at break even. I thought, I'm not taking a good trade here. Fair enough, it's a big candle. What am I doing? Stop up here, but the risk is just so high. I had so many points. I thought this is not a trade to take. I did it again where we broke the low here. Okay, do you know what? I'm just going to go short. And then this started to go back up, and I thought, okay, do you know what? I managed to get out. And I thought, okay, I'm taking bad trades here. I've already lost some money. This is not good. And I was being affected by this trade. And I think what I should have done at that point was just relaxed. Consider the fact that this is support. Yeah, we've broken the lows, but I was still convinced that, we have support. We've rallied here strongly. We should, okay, fair enough, it's a lower low, but at least it's a trading range day. We have a sell climax, one massive drop, so we should retrace at least a trading range, right? Sell climax, trading range. And I knew that was what was happening when I came in. I also saw that we were sort of a bear trend, one pullback, two, and I thought, At the meantime, I was also looking at the MNQ. When I saw this, the MNQ was in a trading range sideways. When we came down here, I shorted here, made some, no, I actually went long here and got out here. So I think this must have wicked back up, and I took my profits and I thought, okay, fine, making some money there. Oh, no. What happened here? No, this is what happened. So after this whole okay, I think I stopped here, then went here, went long. Oh yeah, this is what happened, right? So went long here, and as you can see, taking trades on every single bar. That for me tells me I'm I was so eager to trade. So I went long here, got out here. Why? Because I believe that there were sellers here, and this was just going to be a quick scalp. I was okay this going up, so I thought, okay, this is down. We probably will go up and test this high somehow. I don't know, but I think I was convinced by the MNQ because of how we were trading. So if we look at the MNQ at that time on the third bar, my bar numbers are this way. Yeah, here we go. And as you can see, I'd already started trading this. Oh yes, and I was also taking trades on this, and I was losing money. Went long here, got out, and I thought, oh shit, losing money. Went long here, got out my longs, then went short. It looks like, or what did I do here? No, went long here, went long, added more, got out, and then went short, and then got out. I'm reading this wrong. This means I got out when I went long. Went long, got out, went long again, got out. So just not really focusing on the trade, but just scalping. And this is where I ended the day. But before we even go back, I'll explain what happened there. So I was hesitating a lot. Went long, got out again as we wicked up. And then, so as I said, I went on the MNQ. I saw we were in a horizontal trading range, price it around, and it was also slow. It didn't want to come down. It started coming down. I noticed that this was the low, whilst the other one was in a bear trend. This had two highs. The other one had two lower highs. This is at two higher highs, one higher high, and the other one had lower high. So I thought, okay, the MNQ is stronger. So if anything, we probably will not fall too far. Whatever. Came here, bought, and I was averaging in. And then shorted, and then exited, then shorted, exited, and I was just not like, this is not making money, and I was losing money at this point. I think I was losing about $200, and I thought, okay, this is not working out. Shorted this, made some money. When shorted this, got out here, not making money, and I was just had to stop for a while. I was like, what am I doing? And then I realized, okay, do you know what? Let's count the legs. 1, pullback. 2, maybe a pullback here. 3, we should buy here. And at this point, I thought, if I buy, I've already lost money, but I should buy because this is the low. It is, it is still in the lows. If you look back, you still have, actually even have 3 lows, I think. No, yeah, it's the low here. So I thought, we should buy this. This is the low. We've had a sell climax, big bar. It's like the ES. We're probably going up. We have a big gap down. Tested the moving average twice, double top. Coming down, double bottom. Maybe we might break the trading range. So I went long here. It looks like, I don't know what happened here, but it looks like I went long here. Got out some, made some money. Went long again. Got out some, went long. Got out. Oh yeah, and then I remember I don't know why this blue. It says I went short. I think it says I went short here, but. I do remember that price. I was just waiting for price to come up. My average price was here. It was down below my average price a lot, and I was really, really panicking because I thought if this thing goes down, I'm just gonna lose a lot. I'm risking way too much. I really hope this comes out. And of course, price comes back up. I start taking profits because I'm up a bit. I had thinking about 8 contracts, and I was like, I can't have 8 contracts. That's just way too many. This is not the account size, and I'm not going to put any more money in this account. So I just got out here, and then price went back up. Oh yeah, I didn't even get here, but price went back up, and I was like, it's all good. I don't care anymore. I'm not happy with the way I've traded. I looked at my P&L, and I think I was up about 500 and something. I was like, okay, yeah, you're done for the day. You've not traded this really well. Let's just move on. And I wasn't happy with the way I was trading it. Like I said, 100 was always after. I didn't need to put too many contracts in. And I'll explain what I thought about that. Then we go ahead. I thought, oh, we've broken this high. 3 bull bars. We're definitely going for a second leg. But then I now bought here, and then I saw we're at the top, and I thought, what if we go down? This went down. And I thought, oh, this is not what I want. I got out for a loss. I didn't like the fact that I was up $500, and now I think I was up 400 or something stupid. So I entered with 2 contracts, entered with 2 more, and then got out with the first 2, and then had 1 more. And I was like, you know what? We're done for the day. I'm not trading right. I'm trading FOMO. Yes, this may go up. I don't care. And this was a setup for the whole of the day. Essentially, I was trading very emotionally. And I don't know whether it's just my personality that I do that. And I think it's because I really want to grow the account back to what it was before. And I need to control that. And that's been really, really challenging. Really challenging. It's very hard to want to grow your account really quickly. Right, what was I going to talk about? Why was I hesitating? I think I talked, yeah, so that's essentially it. I was just not following a plan that I was happy with. The truth is, even if I wanted to take this long and I said to myself, I'm going to the high of this bar and this is where I'm going to put my stop, 44, $88. Yeah, that's actually okay. I'm okay losing $88 if I had to. And then look at potentially, let me just put it here hypothetically, 240. So that's about $500. Potentially staying for that long, or even this long. It doesn't really matter. The point is, I would have been more confident staying in this trade, possibly trading this and shorting this because of the confidence. But it wasn't to happen. It wasn't to be. I didn't feel I could hold, and I didn't want to hold a contract that long. And I feel sad about that because when I look at the price action for the day, and both days, every bar or every reversal this is what I charted. Apart from this measured move up, everything else was okay. This I didn't expect to go. I thought we were going to go up, but still there wasn't a trigger for me to go long here. Everything else was fine. So if anything, I just did not trade this day well, and that's actually why I stopped it. So I went to sim trade, and in my sim trade, what I decided to do was to take a trade on this bar. I thought, okay, we might go up even higher. Let's see if we can get and test this level. So I put my exit there, held it down here, held it here, and I thought, okay, we are wedging. This might fail. We might be going down, and if we go down, I'm just going to put my stop just below this bar, or this below this bar, because that's where I would short if we were going down. And we did, and I took the profits from here to here, which was actually this was a good trade in the sim account. The point is, I need to really ask questions about what I want to do with my trading. Am I trading to do this, right? Which is make the amount of money that I need to make and grow the account this way, and within a year become a freaking $500,000, whatever? Or am I trading whatever? And I think that's the problem. It's that this is a very easy system to follow. You just have to make 10 points. Yes, 10 points seems very challenging, but when you know what you're trying to do, i.e., you can take this trade here. Yeah, this is about 10 points. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 times 5. Hang on. First of all, that is more points than you were trying to make. So this is not a good trade. Or if you are going to take this one contract, you can't trade one contract on. This is just way too much. You need to find another trade. This is a better trade because you're only risking 1, 2, 4, 6, let's say 7 points or 8 points. I'd rather risk 8 points to make 10 or 12 points. I mean, I could always trade smaller and go for 12 points instead, or 20 points, because we certainly got 20 points here. Now, would you get 20 points? I don't know, but it's a wedge top. in a most probable trading range day. How do we know that? Just because of this, and also it's just the way we traded yesterday. We go into a trading range, we we usually try and test this high from the range. This is a bull surprise. We got a bear surprise. We definitely would have probably gotten 10 points here. Somewhere would have gotten that. Maybe this would have been a good one for 10 points. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Here you go is your target. I've been opportunities to get that. So I think I really, really, this is the part of trading that is very, very, very challenging. I think it's easy to, once you know and you can get your 10 points, you can achieve all this just by following this and say, okay, all I'm doing today is I'm going to take whatever contract, say you're on week 13, Wednesday, I'm just going to take 5 contracts and I'm going to find a 5 point trade. Sorry, 10-point trade. That is okay. The problem is your risk. Can you handle like this signal bar all the way here? I mean, I guess you could use this as your signal bar. This is just a higher probability signal bar. It's just the problem with this particular one is it's just so long. The risk is really high. It's bigger than how much you're aiming for. Yes, there's a chance you're coming back up here, or at least up here, or even here. But that's always a question. Is this a trade that you can structure and you can take? Are you trying to trade the entire day, or are you just trying to hit your target? Like this, for instance, 3 bull bars. Yeah, you hit your target, but should you really be exiting here? Maybe put your exit, take some off, and then put a stop just below. That kind of thing. Because 3 bull bars is a big bull surprise. You should get a second leg up, and you do. These are questions that one needs to understand and one needs to work out in their mind. What is your goal as you're trading? I'm looking at this Globex thing, and you can see we formed a parabolic wedge. The channel itself, we're going sideways in the trading range. We may go down. We're still rejecting this, so therefore we're probably not going up. I used to trade the Globex, but I've lost a lot of money in the Globex. It looks like we're going down. It looks like we may have a bear breakout and a bear trend. Anyway, on to other things. I'm going to talk about, before we go into these other things, I realized that, this is something I need to address. This aspect, what are my goals? What am I aiming for? Am I trying to become a trader of everything? And eventually I want to. Do I just get my targets, and then find really good trades throughout the day? Like, what am I trying to do? And this is a very, very big thing where I need to be very careful of. I saw so many setups even after I had made the target, and I thought, should I take more? And I thought, maybe not, because I have lost money before, and maybe it's worth just chilling. So things I'm just going to think about, because I do want to build this, really want to build this. I'm so determined to get to week 50. And I don't know whether I want to get there so quickly. I want to get them slowly. There's a part of me that says, okay, maybe you fund your account to this level and do that, but I don't think it's right. I think one needs to, the whole point of trading this system is such that you do it slowly, and not only do you build confidence, you build discipline. Trading, I'm finding, is not about your ability to find these great setups and trade them, which is great, but it's about developing the confidence and the discipline to just follow rules and follow your system. Because the most probable traders, at least from what I have read in Mark Douglas's books and his videos, are the ones who just follow the rules. They're not excited about their profits, they're not excited about their losses, they just do what they need to do. And maybe that's my problem. I'm too focused on the money than I am focused on what I'm doing. Al said something very interesting on Friday when he was talking in his trading room. And he said that you really need to trade the I don't care size, that he does not trade with money that he cares about. I think that's really amazing. Obviously, he's made a lot of money in his trading, but I think what he is saying is that if you're going to lose $100 on this trade, you shouldn't really care about it, such that when you take the trade, you don't care if you make the $100 or not. It's like putting money into a slot machine. You don't care about the pennies because you just put it in. If you lose, you move on. If you win, you win some money, you're excited, right? But if you lose it, you don't really care. That's how you should trade, and you'd make better decisions. I think to get to that point is, he says, will take several years. It is scary when he says that. Like, it will take several years. And I agree. To come from this point to this point, whilst 50 weeks seems okay, it is going to take time. I remember I said to myself, maybe $50 is too much. Let's reduce that to, say, $25, half of that. And I thought, oh my gosh, just to even get to the end of the year, you only make $67. That's nothing. That's rubbish. And I thought, that is a long time. But maybe that's the point. Maybe that's what this is about. Because yes, you're only trading 3 contracts, 4 contracts, and you're only growing the account into infinitesimal, like very, very small, with very, very small rates every single week. Doesn't seem like fun, unfortunately, because you're only aiming for $50 a contract, and you can only grow to new once you, I think you've reached a certain level, and I feel like, okay, that's a bit too small. But then when I think about it too, $25 a contract, I probably should trade options, because you can't trade micros, and because you just, that's like what, $25 a contract, that's 5 points. That's like moving from here to here and you're done for the day. That's just a big scalp. It's very difficult. The bars just move too much. You might have to trade a smaller time frame. So these are things I'm really, really thinking about, like long term wise. I do like this system, the spreadsheet here, because it also ensures you don't lose too much money. You're not making money too quickly, and I find that's the issue with traders. We traders, young traders, are trying to make money too quickly. We're trying to get here so quickly and risking too much. Really, when we should just take it gradually, bit by bit. One of the guys in the Discord actually made a really good point. He's like, the way you do this is not by, it's by tiny gains, tiny, little gains, not by big, massive profits each time. I mean, 1 week, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I made like almost $5,000 on that day, and I could still trade for the rest of the day, but I stopped. But it wasn't fun because it was so stressful. I had my phone, my watch warning me that my heart rate was too high, and whilst I was being steady. And I think at that point I said, I'm not going to do that again. I wanted to stay in the trade, but it was just so stressful. I said, I'm not going to do that. I was trading with an amount that was just way too much for the account that I was using. And I used to do that back in the day. I decided not to do that anymore. So I've decided now, if I make, say, yes, $500-$600 on a day, that's a great day, but it has to be cumulative. It can't be one trade. Yes, fair enough. It's lovely if it's on one trade, but I think if you're making $500-$600 on one trade in, say, 2-3 minutes, you are risking way too much, and that's not good trading. If I worked for a prop firm, I think I would be fired. They would tell me that I'm putting them in a bad position, and that's not how they want you to trade. So these are things that I'm constantly asking myself. It's one thing to understand how to trade this price action. It's another thing to trade it well and trade it properly with the amount of money you're supposed to. Right, the next thing I want to talk about is something I noticed the other day. I looked at this chart and I said, why didn't I take this? Because I really wanted to understand why I didn't short this. This was a bear trend. It was first a trading range. Was it a bear trend all the way? It probably was a bear trend trading. It was a trading range, actually. Trading range, then a bear trend. And I don't know why I found it difficult to trade this, because I was going long here and I thought it was a trading range day. I thought it was like this day. And I realized that this was breakout mode. Was it breakout mode? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So breakout mode is sort of going down, then going up, and then breaking out around this bar 18, which then now happened there, but it didn't break out of the range, and it broke out afterwards, and it became a bear trend, and I just did not trade it like a bear trend. And I then now decided, okay, do you know what? Why don't I reverse the chart? So you have here the top is this is what, hang on. Yeah, this is what happened on Friday. This is the reversed version. So this is the bull case. This is the bear case. I remember looking at this and I thought, wow, if I saw this would be an easy short. Yeah, this is harder in my opinion, but maybe because I saw that chart. But anyway, if we come over here, this is what happened. Then I look at this and I thought, and then it pulled back down. What would I have been, a bear or a bull? And I think I would have been a bull, especially if I had seen this, then this. I don't think I would have shorted this. I think I would have been a bull because of what's happening here. But I think if I had seen this, I would have probably found it easy to take this long. Looking at it here, it's harder for me to see because I don't see it that way. And I think maybe it's because it's in black and white or something. I'm not sure, but this just looks easier to trade. I look at other instances. There's another day where this was the day. This I found very difficult when price did a double top and then went down, and I kept on going. Like, I lost a lot of money on this day because I thought we were in a trading range. I thought it was just gonna be a because the NQ this low was a bit lower, so I thought we would have a wedge top and go higher, and maybe we'll go higher here. But then I look at this and I see actually this is a trading range breakout, and now we're in a bull trend. So it's funny how when you look at the reverse case, and you can see things very differently, and you understand it so differently. I'm looking at this. Okay, this looks easier, like a bear trend. I'm looking at this bounce. This I see the bounce off the moving average a lot easier here. Here I see just the trend down, and then now I see the three-legged push. It's but this is why it's good to have these two charts, because you can kind of get a sense of what is going on from that perspective. Okay, this looks more bearish. This one is a bit weird. Trading range, bull breakout, trading range here, then three legs up, 1 2 3, nice bear breakout. Here I don't see it the same way, so I'm going to try and do that tomorrow when I'm trading. Here we had that triangle. This was confusing at the time, and I was only confusing because I had messed it up. And I think that's the problem. I just need to learn how to chill. Just chill. All I needed to do was just wait for this to form this triangle here, break out, and then I had this. You already know you're getting 3 pushes down, 1 2. The third push would probably lead to a reversal. I just did not see it that way. So there are challenges. This was a good one too. I just back in the day, all I did was just wait for this. I would let all this play out, wait for this. And what I mean by that is wait till price got to a resistance or support, and then take my trade from there. Now I'm so eager to take trades from the open, and then I mess it up. I'm just not ready to wait for the trades to play out. Maybe because of situations like this or this. I do like this compared to this. This looks like it's easier to trade. Bull breakouts I find really challenging. Bear breakouts, I'm like, yeah, it's going down, I'll just short and then just hold short. Alright, so I just thought I'd share this thing that I was looking at, which I thought was really cool. The reversal, just getting to see both cases, from the bull case and from the bear case, the exact same thing, because I think it is useful. Alright, so we will try again tomorrow. Let's see what we can do. We're going to try our best not to tilt. And I'm really gonna try so hard to just focus on just getting what I need to get. All right.